Let's go over number 16 of the SOA sample questions for exam P. So for number 16, while it is sort of like a kind of listing out all the different possibilities of what probability to actually calculate, it's not like number 14 where you can use a geometric progression or sequence. So let's read the question and let's go over how to actually solve this question. An insurance company determines that N, the number of claims received in a week, is a random variable with P n is equal to 1 divided by 2 to the power of n plus 1, where n is greater than or equal to 0. The company also determines that the number of claims received in a given week is independent of the number of claims received in any other week. Determine the probability that exactly 7 claims will be received during a given 2-week period. So, the important point is to know that we're talking about a 2-week period. But this formula of each week's probability is only for 1 week. So we need to go over different possibilities of how to get 7 claims in total for 2 weeks. So let's go write a table. So this is going to be the first week, right? And this is going to be the second week. And in the first week, we can have 7 claims because we want to calculate a probability of having exactly 7 claims in 2 weeks. So we can have 7 claims in the first week and 0 claims in the second week. Or we can have 6 claims in the first week, or 1 claim in the second week, 5 in the first and 2 in the second, and so on and so forth. And 0 and 7. So now we need to actually know the probabilities of each of these scenarios. So what's the probability of having 0 claims in 1 week? The probability of having 1 claim in 1 week, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to make kind of a different table here, which is P... Whoops. Actually, I'm going to make this N, and I'm going to make this P of N. N is the number of claims. P of N is the probability of having those amount of claims. So I'm going to start off here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So what's the probability of having 0 claims in 1 week? Well, going to this formula that we were given here, it is 1 divided by 2 to the power of n plus 1, and n in this case is going to be 0. So that means it's going to be 1 over 2. We did the same thing for n equals 1, which is 1 divided by 2 to the power of 1 plus 1, which is 2. So it'll be 1 divided by 2 squared. So that's going to be 1/4. And we just keep doing this again for the other ones. And we will have solved, we will have all the necessary materials in order to solve this question. Okay. So let's start with actually calculating the probabilities. So in the first week, we can have 7 claims and 0 claims. So that's going to be 1 over 256 times 1 over 2. The next set is 6 claims in the first week, 1 claim in the second week. So that's going to be 1 over 128 times 1 over 4. And for the third possibility, 5 claims in the first week, 1 over 64 times 1 over 8, then 1 over 32 times 1 over 16, then 1 over 16 times 1 over 32, 1 over 8 times 1 over 64, and then 1 over 4 times 1 over 128. Let me make that a little cleaner. 1 over 2 times 1 over 256. Okay, so what are each of these equal to? So this is going to be for the first potential possibility for 7 claims in the first week, 0 claims in the second week. That's going to be 1 over 512. This is also going to be 1 over 512. It's also going to be 1 over 512. And it's just going to continue on. Okay, so 1, 2. So as you can see, we have 1 over 512 for every single possibility. So that means all we have to do is just kind of like count up how many of these we actually have and add them all together, and we can get our answer. We'll just have to simplify our answer potentially, but let's go ahead and count this out first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in total, the probability that we'll have exactly 7 claims in a 2-week period is 8 over 512. So if we simplify that, that's going to equal 1 over 64, and D is going to be our answer. So this question is actually pretty simple. On the exam, you should probably be spacing yourself out for 6 minutes each for each question. So this is easily done. This can easily be done in 6 minutes. So just you can kind of like count out every single potential outcome that can happen and just calculate it from there. Okay, if you like this video and the explanation, leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, leave a comment, and I'll catch you in the next video.